Alright, what is up everybody? This is Jailbreak. Flava just did a video on this yesterday, and I played it for probably a good 3 hours, maybe a little bit longer, I don't know. But I thought I would just give you thoughts on it, go through or run through the whole map. It's definitely not an easy map, definitely at the start, but you know, you can progress relatively quickly within 4 hours. We'll take a look at some things. Now, the cash upgrades here, okay, so we'll take a look at all the stores to start things off. To prestige, you got to max everything out. So diamonds are good at the start, but as you get into the game, they're not really worth it, but they give 1,000 gold. So assist, boss, I got to pump up the boss. Maybe I'll pump it up right about now. Give some good money. Prestige. So with the prestige, I'm pretty sure it costs you, I don't know, it may be like Bank Heist, where, you know, say you just need 5 diamonds to sort of qualify for the silver crown, which will give you the 0.75 per 3 seconds of regeneration. But I'm not too fussed about that right now. Maybe I'll test it a little bit later when I get like a whole bunch of crowns. Maybe I'll test it and find out. But yeah, these are the requirements. You need to max out your weapons, power-ups, AFK, store. Well, I wonder if it's just AFK or if it's everything within that that previous shop we just looked at. It'll be interesting to find out. Weapons. Okay, so weapons. You know, big fan of the hyperburst. So maxed that out and didn't want to, because you cannot disable these other categories. You know, didn't want a whole bunch of weapons because I want to start with a hyperburst. Explosives, unfortunately, so this took 3 levels to max out, and there's no rocket launcher or grenade launcher or anything like that. These are pretty much useless, so I would probably not upgrade these unless you want a prestige. Consumables, oh, we probably should have put some money into that actually, because I'm guessing you're going to get a chug jug on the next upgrade, because there are some other games like that, especially some that recently came out that are quite similar. Special weapons, most of these are not of interest to me, but check this out. Arc lightning gun, only 5 million and 3 completions, like 3 of these rubies, so that's super cheap. You should get that straight away, because this is sort of like the closest thing we have to miss gauntlets or anything like that. If you want to kind of speed run it, make life easier, I think that's definitely worth getting. Only other thing I can probably say would be of use is maybe the chug cannon, maybe the minigun too. Apart from that, not too juicy. Upgrades, so we'll take a quick look there. I've maxed out my damage, so it's at 10x, which is quite good. 200 health and shield, and my cash upgrades isn't quite complete yet. So is that all the stores? Yes, it is. Now we've got an AFK area over here, which you know, it gives a reasonable amount of money. I would probably, if you're first starting off, definitely I would be utilizing it, because it gives some good money at the start. Maybe even before you do your first run, maybe jump into AFK a little bit, maybe upgrade your limb money or your damage. Hard mode does work. There's no sort of like animation, you just are in hard mode. And if you have more than one person in your lobby, because there's only public lobbies, you know, you won't be able to do it. But if you're by yourself, you'll be able to activate hard mode. As I said, there's no animations, you're just in hard mode. What you get, I'm pretty certain it is just no heals. And I didn't notice that the money was double cash or anything like that, so I think it's purely for the challenge. Secret codes, I haven't found any, not that I've really looked. These, you know, medals, they're just you know, tags. So yeah, we could grab some of those tags. Don't know what they look like yet, but the reason I got a crown is because the premium shop here, for 250 V-Bucks, yes, I spent V-Bucks. It's only 250, and I'm on the, whatever it's called, where you know, you pay monthly to get the battle pass or whatever. So, you know, you get some V-Bucks through that. So yeah, 250 is not too much. You get 1.5x boss bonus money, which I haven't particularly noticed, but okay, that's pretty good. 1.5 cash bonus. So I'm not sure. I guess it's just saying that it's a boss bonus because it's, you know, to differentiate between normal limbs and bosses. So I think that's why that says it twice there. 1.5x damage. Now, when I was at 5 damage or something like that, before I bought it, I tested it. I, you know, saw what the damage was. I bought it, then used the same gun, and it did indeed go up by 1.5 times. But I'm not too sure if my 10x is actually 15x. I'm not too sure about that. I could probably figure it out if I, you know, got a certain weapon and saw exactly how much damage it is. But anyway, let's run the map. As I said, a little bit of a tricky map. Oh, before I start, let's go back to special weapons, because here, just like in Bank Heist, you equip it. So click it there, click equip, and then you've got it, you know, got it right there. And it does, I haven't ran out of energy on it, or whatever it's called. So that's not too bad, but it will run out of energy. But the map isn't long enough that I sort of abuse it to run it. There's a few other things in the map. We'll play it. I'll tell you what's up. A few other things. Okay, beautiful. Got the hyper burst. Okay, so they hit pretty hard. We'll just burst through them here. So first room here, we got a diamond here. So they give 1,000, so you can grab that. So definitely at the start, it's really good because the limbs, he just deleted them. That's crazy. I don't like if the creator of this is watching, I definitely don't like the death elimination, if we can call it that, like where they just disappear. I think that kind of looks a bit cheap, so I'd be sort of getting rid of that. Like this room here, when you first start playing, it's actually a pretty tricky room. I mean, you definitely have the right shoulder peek, but yeah. And to get your rewards, you need to crouch, and they do not stack. Okay, so you get 1 re-roll every time that you get your rewards. So that's free of charge, but there's only 1 re-roll. Also, you don't want to be killing these guys from like 2 rooms back, because if you shot them from 2 rooms back, then come into this room will respawn. So you've got to be careful of that. But now that I have enough damage, I'm not really thinking about that. We might, just before we kill them, I might crouch just to grab some health as they don't stack. So just in case I need it again, I might re-roll, see if they grab a med kit. Because yeah, it is a little bit of a tricky map. I mean, you know, you can't just mindlessly go through the map even at max damage. So we've got our first boss room here, big room. This map reminds me a lot of, it's kind of like Escape from Prison meets Bank Heist with somewhat of a, yeah, I would say just those two mainly. So where's another guy? Surely we haven't eliminated them all, but no, we haven't. So there's some footsteps over here. Maybe it's the boss. I didn't see the boss. Oh, got this guy in here. And maybe he's in this room. No. Is he upstairs? Just deleted him. This room, you want to right shoulder peek this room definitely, because they have, I think they're explosive mammoths, so they can definitely do some damage. And every time you go into a room, the door will close behind you. Also, I think that med mist is very, you know, it's good value for money once you sort of stack up a little bit of money. So focusing on your health upgrades maybe over shield is maybe something I'd look at doing. But also, I think this is going to be a problem I've faced. We'll buy it, and I won't be able to pick it up. Now, the last time I did that, I'm pretty sure, like, if your inventory is not full, it'll be fine. But at this particular one, it's happened before. We'll test that again, because the first time it happened, it was at this same vending machine. So maybe I'll just see if it's specific to that vending machine, but I'll be surprised if it is. So yeah, you want to just peek those guys because they've got lead spitters. Claim my reward. No health or shield. Shield regen, we'll pick that. And then these guys, you're perfectly safe. You can even go over to here. and completely safe. But yeah, that's what I would do for this room. You're safe just to run behind there and shoulder peek them. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so up to here we can... Oh, look, I lost my reward. Okay, that's interesting. Hasn't happened before, so that's a little flaw. Just lost the reward. Swim through here, jump up to here, and then here you want to just right shoulder peek on here. Now I like to use the arc lightning on these guys because they're gathered together. Now there's also a few spots in the map where there's some sort of like electricity in the water, like that. If you walk into that, you'll get damaged. So just keep an eye out for that. Oh, so we just did a slide. I think because you need to crouch to collect your rewards, if you just slide between rooms, that could be sort of like an easy way to just efficiently get them, I guess. Just like I was trying to slide, but it just popped up. And this room, just shoulder peek them from here. Sometimes they go around to there. So just, especially at the start, you want to just get rid of these guys as soon as possible. Okay, so it's pretty safe now. They're not gonna... Man, see, he just disappeared. Like, it doesn't look good. Got the boss here. Just go around and get him. Okay, so there's another little explosion, and it doesn't do damage to you, but grab this here, even though it bounces you back. Just pop this big pot, and it is the legacy one, as it says down the bottom, so you can't walk around with it. So it'd be good if that was changed as well. This room here, yeah, they're kind of behind this desk. And there's a few to the side here. They're probably all hiding here. Okay, now this room here, there's a few guys, I think 3. It'll always be just here on the right hand side of these stairs. Then if you go down here, I like to just see if I can just see the tops of these guys. And then the boss almost always is standing there. So we'll go up the stairs. Now we'll attack these guys. Oh, I just crouched. Grab that. They're usually gathered. So yeah, arc lightning guns good here. Okay, now they're gone. Alright, now we've got a full inventory. Let's see if that machine issue. So we get med mist here, and we can pick it up. So that's weird. It's something that's kind of specific to that machine. Yeah, alright. Interesting. This map only has, I think, 20 rooms, or it's not 25. This room here, there's going to be like 5 guys on one side and 5 on the other. Now, something I noticed here. Let's kill that boss right there, that guy there. So he disappeared. He respawns by himself sometimes in this room. Let's see if it happens again. See, there he is again. So that's definitely, I mean, it's not a bad thing because it's more money, but you know, if you're super low on health, you might get caught out there. Here, just oh, we've got double cash again. Just crouch behind here. So you can get quite a few of them. So yeah, I wouldn't kill these guys from this room, otherwise this middle room's going to respawn. Alright, so just, what are we going to get? A big pot? Let's just pop a big pot. We're nearly at the end. I think there might be 3 more rooms. I've got a feeling there's 22. So this room here, yeah, just peek them again. There's only 3 in this room. So that was easy. I'm not sure where all the diamonds are. I haven't looked for them because, yeah, they're just not really worth getting at this stage. Okay, so you want to be sort of careful. There's 2 guys in here, so they're sort of hiding around the corner there. And now this next room, there's definitely a big tip. As super helpful tip for people that are doing it for the first time. Come around to here and go here straight away. If you try and peek from here, they've got, what are they called? Not grenade launchers, but sticky grenades maybe. And they'll get you. But if you go here, oh no, they've got boom bows. So yeah, if you stand here, it seems like they shoot the boom bows like just into the other side of this wall. So you'll never get hit. Let's see what happens. Okay, just deleted him. See? He's just shot it into the wall there. Let's just pop this. I don't want to risk dying, but this is the second last room. So there's 21 rooms. Now, when I got up to this room the very first time, I jumped on these tires up onto here to see if I could, you know, maybe escape the map. But yeah, what happened was, as soon as I got up there, both doors locked and I was just locked in here, so I had to respawn. But this is the last room in front of us here. I think we've only got like 3 more enemies. It's not intimidating at all, really. And that's it. Go through here. Not that exciting.
This is the police. We have you surrounded.
So that's pretty cool. Time keeps ticking, so yeah, not sure speedrun wise, like if it, yeah, they need a speedrun leaderboard. Also, if you're here, I think you need to respawn. Sometimes I'm able to move, like one time I jumped up or something and then I was back in the lobby, but here I'm pressing keys, nothing's happening. So I got my ruby and I just need to respawn. One other thing before we wrap it up is the chili chug splash, which are not even in heals. Like, there's no chili chug splash here, right? But on my first unlock, I think maybe when I unlocked this, chili chug came up as an option, and it's actually slap. So you need to also have that fixed. But all in all, I would say it's a decent map. It's definitely above average. I think until they get sort of like, you know, more leaderboards and more people playing it, because I think these names, I don't know if these are all legit. I mean, those times sound ridiculous. If they are legit names and they've got out of the map to get those times, like, I'll just lose interest in the map. Because it's, yeah. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.